Hello, welcome to Baby Boomer Tales. My name's Jim. You can find us at babyboomertales.com. Once you've arrived at our webpage, you can find links to our Boomers General Store, a link to your favorite podcast provider, all of which have Baby Boomer Tales podcast on, a link to a place you can buy our book, Got a Job, pictures of that great country I talk so much about, and yes, there's even a picture of me with my donkey Jenny. Memorial Day is almost on us, the unofficial start to summer. Where I used to live, on the west side of the Continental Divide in north central Colorado, little town I was raised in, was 8,000 feet above sea level, and Memorial Day meant one major thing. Mud season was over and tourist season was upon us. Summer started up in that country on Memorial Day weekend. We went to school on the Friday before Memorial Day, and then there's no more school until after Labor Day. Summertime and the living's pretty darn easy. Up there in that country where I was born and raised, there's 3 lakes up there. So in the summertime, you got a lot of people came up to enjoy those lakes, either boating, fishing, water skiing, just hanging out at the beach. And there were a couple beaches up there, definitely. Water was very cold, fed by that snow on those mountains, coming down, filling those lakes up. There's also rivers around there. Colorado River, that's where it started up in that country. The very headwaters of the Colorado were up there. The mighty Colorado, as you got down, chugging its way towards the Pacific Ocean, had Rocky Mountain National Park up there. So it created a lot of tourist trade. People coming into that county from several different ways, and one of them was through the national park. You can make a big old circle, start in Denver, go through the national park, up by my country with all the lakes and ski areas, back over another mountain pass and down the big old hill down into Denver. A lot of people did that, make a day trip. A lot of guest ranches up in that country where you can learn to ride a horse, go on some amazing pack trips, and see some beautiful country. There's all kinds of special events up there, camping and all that stuff. The air is cool and dry, and in the sun you're nice and warm, and the nights have 1 billion stars. It's so dark and clear and close to the sky. The ski area has turned itself into a year-round resort anymore up there. Mountain bike and music festivals and all that great stuff. When I was a kid, Memorial Day meant the lake town up there, the little tourist town up north of my hometown, where one of the lakes were, woke up. It would wake up and all the shops would open, and all the motels and campgrounds and lodges would open up, and the place was invaded by summer people. And the folks up there try to make a living basically 3 months out of the year, Memorial Day to Labor Day. Summertime was a great time. Right after Memorial Day weekend, we could just go down to the baseball field and play baseball, over to the park and play a little football maybe. You could ride your bike up to the Little H.O. Ranch, or hike back to Third Valley and explore all that was back there. Or you could go to the Clay Cliffs, take a hike, you and your buddy, get to the cliffs, try to crawl up them, climb the cliffs. You could go fishing, go hiking up in the woods, go camping. My parents owned a Shasta trailer. I don't think my mom wanted to camp out on the ground or in a tent or any of that. So we'd take that Shasta trailer up to Sawmill Gulch, up to Jim Creek, and every summer we'd go up to the lake town there at the El Navajo, park that trailer for a week. They have a trampoline and a swimming pool, and we would just hang out. It was only 16 miles to my hometown. So in the morning, my dad'd go to work, go to the store, and after the store closed, he'd come back to the trailer. We'd all hang out, sit around a little fire outside the trailer. It was a lot of fun. Now for the top 10 songs 55 years ago. That is the top 10 pop songs in 1967 this week. Number 10, Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon, Neil Diamond. Number 9, Something Stupid by Nancy Sinatra and Frank Sinatra. Number 8, Creek Alley, the Mamas and the Papas. Number 7, Him or Me, What's It Gonna Be, Paul Revere and the Raiders. Number 6, Sweet Soul Music by Arthur Conley. Number 5 by the Supremes, The Happening. Number 4, Release Me and Let Me Love Again, Engelbert Humperdinck. Number 3 by The Happenings, I Got Rhythm. Number 2 by the great Aretha Franklin, Respect. And the number 1 song this week, 55 years ago, in 1967, by the Young Rascals, Groovin'. This is the second week in a row Groovin' was the number 1 song. In 1968, the Young Rascals changed their name to the Rascals right when they released the song A Beautiful Morning. When I was a little bitty boy, maybe 6, maybe 7, I was at my grandma's house playing with Connie. We were outside playing in the dirt and in the grass. I remember there was a story where Grandpa lost the diamond out of his ring over by their garden. So Connie and I'd go out there and we'd dig around in the dirt and try to find it. Now that had happened years and years before I was probably even born. But we kept thinking we could find that diamond and be rich. We were digging out there one day, and Grandma came out and said, "What are you kiddies doing?" "Nothing, Grandma, just playing. We're just playing, Grandma." "Well, do you guys want to go up to the lake town and go to the beach up there?" "Yeah, we want to go to the beach. We want to go to the beach." "Well, your mom, Jimmy, and Aunt Betty and Gary and Marcia, we're all going to go up and spend the afternoon at the beach there at the lake." "All right, yay, yay." "When we going?" "We're going this afternoon. Early in the afternoon. We'll spend the whole afternoon up there." "When's my mom coming?" "She'll pick us up in her car. She'll have Aunt Betty and Marcia and Gary." "Yay! Is it time to go yet?" "We're going this afternoon." "What time is it now?" "It's about 9:30. "How long is that?" "It's after lunch today. Can we have lunch now?" "No, you'll have lunch at lunchtime, and then we'll go when your mom and your Aunt Betty come." "Okay." 30 minutes passes. I remember we went into Grandma's and Grandpa's bedroom, and Connie was showing me we weren't supposed to be in there, I don't really think. And Grandma came in, and we says, "Are we going to the beach yet? Where's my swim trunks?" "We're going after lunch. It's not quite lunchtime yet, kiddies." "I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the beach now." Finally, we ate lunch. And then my mom came. My Aunt Betty showed up driving a separate car, and we decided we'd all go in our station wagon, and we finally went up to the lake town. and we cruised the main street up there. And at the end of town, we turned right. We went down a little hill, and there was the lake. And you could see sailboats on the lake. And we went and we parked the car. We had to walk over to where the beach was. And hurry up, Connie, hurry up! And we kind of left Marcia and Gary. They were a little bit younger than us. And we ran to the beach, and there was sand on the beach, and there was a big old tree right there with a big rock. And I jumped up on the rock, and I said, I'm king of the mountain! Connie said, come on, let's get in the water. And we walked into the water, and the water was so cold, and we splash, and we'd run, and we'd squeal, and we'd get back out on the sand. And Mom and Aunt Betty and Grandma came and threw some blankets on the sand and sat there, and there was a picnic table, and they put some drinks out there, and they put some fruit out there, and they put some other stuff out there like potato chips. And we were playing, and we splashed water on Gary and Marcia, and my brothers were there. And my brother Don was really, really little, and I don't think he could go in. I think I got some water in a cup, and I went and I threw it on him, and I got in trouble, and I had to sit there for about 10 minutes and think about all I did. Do you want a spanking? No, ma'am, I don't want a spanking. Well, then don't do that again, or you'll get a spanking. Okay, I won't do it again. Can I go in the water now? 10 minutes. Can I go in the water now? I said 10 minutes. How long's 10 minutes? 10 minutes is when I tell you 10 minutes is. I'll tell you when you can go back in. And I watched Connie and Marcia and John and Don and Gary all playing out in the water and running up on the dock and yelling and screaming and whistling at the boats. Boy, no one can whistle very loud around here. And seeing the motorboats over there on our right, and Grandma saying, kiddies, don't fall in the water. Be careful on that dock. Be careful on that dock. And going back and trying to build a sand castle, just kind of digging a hole, getting it full of water. And it was fun. We had a great time, and I didn't get in too much trouble. And I remember days like that, going up to that lake, hanging out on the beach, trying to get into the water and your teeth chattering, it's so cold. And you finally get into your shoulders and you think you've accomplished the biggest thing in life by doing that. And the little kids crying because they're cold, and then they're laughing because they're splashing. And you thinking you're such a big kid until bigger kids come along. And maybe one of your friends will show up and you play with them. And you run up and down this beach, kind of hitting the water but not getting in all the way. And you play and you play and you play. And then everybody has to go. We got to go home. I don't want to go home. And you got to go home. But you stop by Polly's first. And everybody stands in line. And I want a piece of fudge. I want some taffy. I want cotton candy. And you all get a treat. And then you get in the car and you head back towards home. And by the time you get back home 16 miles away, you're probably asleep. Thank you for riding along today. Memorial Day is a special time. It's a time to remember all that we've loved and lost. And someday you will be honored by being remembered yourself. Always be kind. I can't think of one reason why you shouldn't be. Have a nice Memorial Day. I'll be back next Wednesday. Peace out.